Morris. In the semifinals, it's a race to 9. Keep in mind, in the finals, Jason Shore, sitting in the hot seat, will be one extended race to 13. The winner of this match coming up between Rodney Morris and Dennis Hatch will face Jason Shore. For Josh, Northeast 9-ball tour finale, $25,000 added by the Turning Stone. I'd like to thank azbilliards.com. That's right, it's azbilliards.com. Mike Howerton on premises throughout the whole tournament, keeping the live score going. Let's give azbilliards.com a big hand. Also, make sure to check out The Buzz. That's right, that's the online magazine. There's a little tab on the front page of AZ Billiards called Buzz. That's where you'll find the HD magazine. You could read anything in there that's going on around the world and big events or anything in the pool and billiard industry. Make sure to check them out, azbilliards.com, and become a member. Don't forget, AccuStats will be heading down to Derby City Classic to bring you the pay-per-view from Derby City. It's the Bigfoot 10-ball challenge, 9-ball, bank pool, 1 pocket. It's AccuStats, accu-stats.com. Their pay-per-view links are now up. AZB TV, that's us, and we'll be heading down to Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York to bring you the World Pool Series. Players representing 30-something countries right now will merge onto Steinway Billiards, and some of them are already here for this event. You can purchase your pay-per-view right now. The buttons are live. Go over to the worldpoolseries.com and navigate around the website and look up all the information that you want. This website was professionally designed by Anna Lee. That's Ira Lee's sister from Molinari. Molinari, a major sponsor on board with the World Pool Series, along with Chekiao and a few others right there on the poster. Simonis is always there. We will be bringing you that live stream, folks. It's a professional arena. I heard smoke machines are involved, lights, music. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but I can tell you one thing. It's going to be real good as Darren Appleton has the helm, and he's making sure everybody does the right thing there. A professional world tournament. Mr. Mike Burton of Josh Cues would like to extend his thank you to everybody that's been viewing his website and ordering cues for him. He just wants to let you know that he will be there for you if you want your Josh cue or any kind of cue that of Josh that you want that you don't see on his website. Give him a call. He'll be able to get it for you in a heartbeat. Baltimore City Cues. They bring anything to your event, from tips to tables. It's Baltimore City Cues. They do sponsor Karen Core, also Alex Austin. Okay, DLBilliards.com, as I'm looking at Mike Zuglin making his way down the arena, really just giving us ample time to get every sponsor in. American Cue Pickers, get your Southwest from the best. That is Greg Antonakis. Light-systems.com. Also Chalky Sticks. You heard it many times. Chalky Sticks is the app to have. It's free for your Android device or your Apple product. Check out chalkysticks.com. chalkysticks.com. Mr. Mike Burton. Don't forget, after the World Pool Series at Steinway, we'll be going to Castle Billiards, and then from Castle Billiards, which is the biggest amateur payout tournament that I ever heard and I ever live streamed, we'll be doing that January 21st and 22nd, and then we'll be heading up here to the Winter Classic. Mark Dion says the field is filling up. Anybody can play, from pros to D. Get in touch with Mark right away. We will be at Snookers to bring you that live stream. And there is light-systems.com. It's the newest lighting out. It's all LED being installed in pool rooms around the country. Mr. Fong is here with his wife, Jali. Make sure to check them out. He's had a sample here. It's been sold, but he sold numerous ones right here on location. It's light, L-I-T-E, -systems.com. We would like to thank Kamui. We would like to let you know that tomorrow will be the day to order this new extension. Everybody, from the pros all the way down, are interested now in extensions to put on the butt of the queue. Well, here it is. Molinari's coming out with this state-of-the-art design. And this is what the extension looks like when it's extended. So not only can you use it as a solid extension, you can extend it also as a longer extension. That's Molinari's. So you go over to
Mr. Fong, the innovator that makes this light, is going to be here. His wife, Julie.
You go over to
I don't know if you know.
High Rock Store.
Sorry, not Julie. I'm always thinking about Julie.
Rock Store.
Jolly.
And you can order yours now. I would urge you to get over there and get it right away, as
so Fong
we all
be
know
here.
Molinari sells out of their product
booth
real
here
quick.
Turning Stone.
They're a stand-up company. They stand behind
Get inquisitive. I know a lot of
they
people
make. And
ask
this is
questions
another
about
product that's being well made.
10 times the
Rumor has
illumination,
it that a lot
10
of the
times lighter in
mechanics
weight,
are already
10
preparing
times cheaper to run. Billiard
to
rooms
make sure
are
they have all
installing
kind of
these
adapters to make sure that
it's
these
all
extensions
LED lighting.
fit, because they know
Check them out. It's
people are purchasing them like crazy. Get yours
light-systems.com, or
at
stop by the
High Rock
Turning Stone
Store.
And right up in the front, you have the booths. Your vendors are right up in the front. Thanks, everybody.
Like to thank the Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards in Akron, Ohio. My man Chad Bowling and crew, Stephanie, Rick, the whole 9 yards out there in Ohio and Florida for their support. And we will have a big tournament coming up, as Chad Bowling says. We're going to hold it at Jason Shore's room. It's going to be $15,000 cash added. And Chad was in the booth, and he said he's going to be on his way to Connecticut with John, the mechanic, to make sure everything is going to be prepared prior to the tournament. He's shooting for sometime in February. We do not have the dates yet, but he did tell everybody in the chat that this is what's going to happen. Once again, you are watching an AZB TV live stream. We would also like to thank Dan Heydrich of Heydrich Custom Cues, Hippo Billiards, Simona's Cloth, Aramis, Josh Cues, Diamond Products, PoolOnTheNet.com, and also Billiards Digest, Mr. Phil Capel. He's been working real hard throughout this whole tournament. I do not have his graphics here, but if I did, I would definitely put them up. It's Phil Capel at BilliardsPress.com. Mike Zuglin is working his way down the aisle. And this is the match that's going to be up at hand. It's going to be Morris and Dennis Hatch shooting for third place. The winner will go on to face Jason Shore. The finals will take place, well, they're scheduled at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Between these two players, I don't think we'll even get near that time, but you never know. And this is the property of the Turning Stone. Actually, it's bigger than this, but this is one of the pitches we do have. It's the beautiful Turning Stone Casino and Resort in Verona, New York.
I'll tell you what, you know they've been on premises and supporting the AZB TV and supporting the free live streams. Light-systems.com. Light-systems.com. Numerous times you heard me mention this light, and I know so many people that bought it. Guess what? Mr. Fong, the innovator that makes this light, is going to be here. Hey guys, I don't know whether you know it or not, but check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. I understand there was a recording behind this graphic. Thank you, Jared Arasamina and Charlie Main. I seen that in the chat. This is the newest extension out by Molinari, and it's going to be available January 9th, which is tomorrow. The orders are coming in. Make sure to order yours, as the mechanics that work on pool cues that are going to be at Derby City Classic and SBE are preparing for the Molinari flood. So get your extension. This is what it looks like, and then this is what it looks like extended. You guys out there, thank you for letting me know that there was a recording behind it. I don't know how that recording got there, but it's there. Thank you, everybody that's viewing and supporting and listening in. Do appreciate it. Mike Zuglin's on his way down.
Don't forget, free live stream, azbilliards.com. Courtesy of Upstate Al, azbilliards.com, Turning Stone Resort Casino, and the Just Northeast 9-Ball Tour. First from Lincoln, California. He's just recently got inducted into the BCA Hall of Fame. He's a U.S. Open 9-ball and 10-ball champ. He's a former winner right here at Turning Stone, having a great tournament, Rodney Morris. And his opponent, he's from formerly from Buffalo. He's now out of Trail Creek, Indiana. Also having a great tournament. Yeah, just let him go. No, no. All right. He's a former Moscone Cup MVP. Got it right that time. MVP, not VIP. MVP. And he's a multiple winner on our tour. He's won countless Just Northeast 9-Ball Tour events. He's won a whole lot of Pro Tour championships in his career. Dennis Hatch. Promises to be a great match. Good luck, players. Play well.
Mr. Mike Howerton, can you say something? There you go.
Check.
There you are. Folks, just to let you know, Mr. Mike Howerton is in the booth, who's worked so hard this week. If you only knew. There he is right there, folks, kind of behind the headset here. That's Mike Howerton. Hi, Mike.
How are you?
Good, not bad. I'm glad everything went smooth. Everybody was on AZ Billiards checking out the live scoring, and now has the opportunity, finally. Mike Howerton and Jerry's usually on premises, who's working at home, but they like to do the semifinals and the finals, and what a pleasure for us to have you on board.
Well, this should be a good match. It's a rematch of a winner's side matchup that Rodney won.
Yeah, I'm looking for, the only thing that I'm looking at here is speed. Both players play at a real nice tempo. Whether the rack is going to come into an issue or not, because a couple of players had a few issues about freezing the ball on these tables here. Yet to be seen. We're going to be joined also by Troy, an NJ pool player, in the chat. I mean, in the commentator's box. Upstate's a little tired.
That's understandable. Did you overhear what kind of, there was some kind of controversy when they started practicing?
I did. I'd rather not say. Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah. I kind of stay out of politics.
Not sure what Dennis is hearing on the rail that he doesn't like. Looks like 3 to the 4, and this is over. As long as he doesn't scratch. Nope. Troy, it never ceases to amaze me how close they come to scratching in that side pocket, and they never, well, I can't say never, but, you know, the majority of the time they're perfect where they need to be.
Yeah, absolutely, and a lot of times they put themselves there because it gives them a ability to bridge. They're flirting with danger, but no, it helps.
Good point, yeah. So they can see the entire cue ball instead of just the top of it being close to the rail. That's what Troy means.
Playing with danger sometimes, but you know, as you said, Mike, looking like he might be out here.
Dennis has looked like he's been on life support a couple of times, you know, late in this tournament, but the pool gods are sticking with him. I think they might have to help him here a little bit.
Let's see how he manages the break. That will definitely be a telltale sign.
He's still that same old fiery Dennis.
I'd like to personally thank you, Mike, for all this hard work that you're sitting up in that booth, up in the bleachers for days upon end, just updating the scores. I hope everybody sends you kudos.
Well, I got news for you. He's been doing double duty for the last two turning stones. Because usually when Jerry's here, they'll take shifts, and Jerry will do the morning because Mike is nocturnal, and then Mike would come down and do the nighttime. So Mike's been doing double duty.
A dry break and not a nice-looking table, by the way.
Not at all. Oh, he's not going to ride the 9
No,
here.
he is. He's looking to clip it. Got a double kiss, and may have gotten fortunate for now.
It seemed like he took a flyer on that shot. Do you think it was just that the rack is ugly and...
He had an opportunity? Yeah, I think so.
Seems like he takes a flyer anytime he gets up there. He shoots the shots with. You don't think he cares, but he does. He has some kind of a plan. Look at this.
Well, we got Rodney cut off pretty well.
Yeah,
have to go to the long rail here.
Yeah, going into this long rail and the cue ball being that close to the rail, it's kind of hard to judge. Oh boy, he hit it good. He actually thinned it.
Well, the 3 ball's going to be tough.
He can't even get to it now. I would say if that 7 ball wasn't in the way, he might be able to pinch that one and draw it almost into the corner and come out. But the 7 is...
He's coming out long. You see where he pointed his cue stick. He's going to play safe on the 3. He wants to get down below it here.
Well, he's got the 2.
Oh.
The 2 will get him on the 3 pretty easily.
Yeah, I didn't see it, you know.
He can play it after this, too.
Yeah, he's looking to play safe on the 3.
Unless you don't...
Be nice if he can marry it, you know, cut the angle off.
Not going to get anything here. Yep, just like that.
Yeah.
Took away the 1 rail, took away the other 1 rail.
Yeah, he's got to go to the long rail here. This is a tough shot.
Well, Rodney's got more than half the cue ball to cue on, and he should be lucky for that. How'd he hit it?
He almost made it. And he got a fortunate little roller to hide behind the 6. I don't believe he can make it. has the ability to hit it, but that's about it. So if you can see enough of it, he can kick it into the 8 and use a 6 as a blocker. You can go up table too and kick it in. And that'd be aggressive.
He's looking to make this ball.
There we go. He's getting aggressive. I like the
Well,
way.
it's not a bad shot, but if he hits the 8 ball with the cue ball, he's going to be safe on the 4, which is just above the 9.
He's not going to make it.
Oh, he missed it. He left some separation out. The 8 in a way gives that pocket a little leeway. Almost want to undercut this a little bit.
Yeah, you can undercut it and it goes in off the 8.
Hit that real nice. 7 ball.
7's going to be a problem.
Yeah, blocking it. The 8 ball's blocking that 7. Gonna have to get on the short side maybe. He's got a nice little pattern here to get to that.
Even if he gets under the 7, he has the bottom right-hand corner, too.
Yep. He's got a nice, he's going to get down a little bit by the spot and get a nice little angle on the 6. It'll be a touchy shot, but I think you may be right, Al, where you play where the chalk is, it just picked up right now.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot bigger
I think
patch.
playing to that short side is pretty risky, but Rodney takes chances. He went to the short side. He's got to get
No, he's good.
got to get under it. He's got more pockets than one on the table.
He's a little bit too short.
Yeah, but I like what Al's talking about there. The angle he came into that, he had 2 corners on the side he could shoot the ball into.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder if he committed to one of them.
Yeah, and he wound up in a worse spot that you could possibly land, you know, almost.
I think he can pinch this in the side or bank it. No,
I was thinking the bank.
yeah, it's pretty risky. Dennis stops Rodney Morris in stroke and says, "I would like a ref on the shot."
I think,
But a
think it'd
foul.
be
Rodney
obvious.
looks at Dennis like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But Rodney changes up now.
I don't like it. He made it.
Rodney looks at the ref. Rodney looks at the ref. He says, "Was that a good hit?" Boy.
Going to be some gamesmanship going on.
Yeah,
here.
you're not
That
kidding. Two Moscone team members playing right here on your live stream, folks. As Rodney Morris now ties it up at 1 apiece.
How many times do you think these guys have played each other?
Just a few.
I mean, this could have been a match 10 years ago. This could have been a match 15 years ago.
How old is Dennis? 48, 47 maybe? I think
That
Rodney's...
sounds about right.
Yeah, I think Rodney's 51. He's
Yeah,
a little,
Rodney's...
a little younger than me.
3 ball went right into the bottom left-hand
Watch
corner,
it
which
kick.
was the key ball.
Yeah, the
And
9
the
ball
9
was a
ball
good-
went in. That's a win for Rodney Morris. Okay, now I can let the cat out of the bag. What transpired prior to the match? What transpired was Dennis said, "Rodney, just make sure I have a good rack. You know, just rack them good for me." Rodney says, "I always give a good rack." Oop, I put that score up on the wrong side. It's Rodney Morris that has 2.
You couldn't hold your tongue, could you?
No, because it's going to come out now that, you know, that the State Rodney good match, and he's going to expect a good rack. I mean, and he's going to expect a good
If
rack.
the 1 ball comes down a little bit, he's going to be real nice here.
Yeah.
Did, just in time, too. It's funny how the last ball rolling has an effect on the rack, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes rolling in front of the object ball that's next in rotation gets blocked.
Now, this is a little something to look at. He's going to come back and forth, come between the foot. He held it up. Oh, nice touch. Very nice touch.
Well, he had ample room there. And now he would like more angles so he can get to the left side of this 3. I'm not sure if he's going to play to the left side of the 3 or drag the cue ball past the 5 long and then play the 3 in the bottom left-hand corner. I like the right-hand corner because trying to play below it,
9 gets in the way.
Just the 4 gets in the way too. The 4 ball. He's gonna really jam the pocket here.
He forced that over very nice.
Yeah, he did.
Still not out of the woods. Got a little bit deeper, as a matter of fact. Have to bump this 4 maybe? No? Boy. Rodney Morris taking no prisoners right now.
Making quick work of this rack.
Well, and with each player giving the other one a good rack, it's not uncommon for one of the players to string 2 or 3 racks together. You can't, he's got a small lead, but that's nothing with these guys.
Yeah, just give it.
And it's hard to do, it's hard to really give a perfect rack. It's not like you're using a template where, you can just nudge the balls to be frozen. Just using a regular rack, try it. It's very hard to get all the balls frozen.
That shot has been missed a number of times this week. They're trying to jack up, or they're trying to load up that inside English, and they're catching the rail coming down. I've seen 3 or 4 guys do it. We're going to be tied up 2-2 unless something funny happens here. So which one of these 2 guys do you think has the best chance to beat Jason?
With the cue stick, or?
Well, I think Dennis could probably beat him if they put the cue sticks down, but it might go 7 or 8 rounds.
It's a pick 'em. I'd say it's a pick 'em right now between Rodney and Dennis.
Jason's game is just so... It's so much based on just firepower, just making every ball. I mean, we haven't even seen really the Jason that played in Kuwait that, was taking a little bit more time. He's just so confident here, he just feels he can run out from everywhere. And so far he's been able to.
Yeah, it hasn't proved us wrong, that's for sure.
I mean,
pleasure to watch, huh?
What did he beat Rodney for the hot seat? Like 9-3?
9-2? Yeah, 9-3.
Not a lot of guys beat Rodney like that. But Rodney, Rodney played a little tight after Jason, and who wouldn't? After Jason went up on him.
There was only 1 or 2 mistakes, and as Al alluded to before, was 1 or 2 mistakes against Jason. There's 1 or 2 too many.
Well, you can play Jason and not make a mistake and still get beat 9-4, 9-5.
And as Darren Appleton says, you can play, this is the only game you could play perfect pool and still be punished because the cue ball could get kicked in the hole on your break. So that's true. But, to watch Jason is just a pleasure. I hope everybody out there in the live stream is enjoying this as much as we are because we're happy to do it.
Rodney says, Jason, I got something for you.
Yeah.
How about this? I know how to swing him in, too.
That's funny because I had talked to Jason back in October, November, and back when he was on that streak, just winning tournament after tournament. He went like 3 tournaments undefeated. And I mentioned to him, I said, well, get all that winning out of your system before Moscone Cup. And he said, oh, I've got something for Team USA. I said, I've got a little something special for them. Boy, he did.
Yeah, he sure did.
Looks like Dennis has a extension on his cue also.
Well, I believe Jason Shaw won 17 out of 27 tournaments or something to that nature.
Yeah, he won. He just not just placed.
Or 10 out of 17?
No, I think it was 17 out of like 24 or 20. Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah, that was a heck of a year.
And the other, it's not like he got bumped out in the first or second round on the other,
Right.
let's say, 10 tournaments that were left. He placed in them.
Right, right.
What really got me about the year that he had was he went 5 for 6 playing Shane. That's a pretty strong record against Shane.
Well, the jazz man, Jared Arasamina, says he's got Rodney, what did he say?
Rodney favorite?
I saw Rodney, or I guess he meant to say I see Rodney has a slight edge advantage over Hatch, is the way he's calling this match right here.
Sometimes I think Rodney's pace bites him in the tail. You know, everything is fast and loose, and I think sometimes it's too fast and loose. On the other hand, Dennis is so fiery, I think that gets in his way sometimes.
Yeah, that rhythm could come back to bite you, is right. And Jason realized that. In fact, I had Jason in the commentator's booth in Providence, Rhode Island. I said, Jay, you know, I've been watching you quite a while, and I noticed that you slowed down a little bit. And he told everybody exactly why. And when a professional realizes that he's shooting so fast that a little mistake can catch up to you. So to slow down and get rid of those little mistakes that came back to bite you is going to improve your game. And Darren Appleton had a big part of that, of talking to Jason about it. And as a player like Jason has been since childhood, to change your rhythm is not the easiest thing.
And he adapted
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
pretty rapidly. I think Rodney's also slowed over the years. He used to actually shoot faster than he does now, which is
Well, this is life.
he is fast though. He changed his stroke a little bit up too, Rodney, from over the years. He used to have a little longer backswing, and he seems like he shortened it up a little bit. Would you agree or disagree with that assessment, Mike?
I think I'd like to have watched more of him back in the day to comment on that. You know, Jerry could probably comment on that better than I could.
Jerry might be in the chat. Not sure.
I thought I saw him in the chat.
It just amazes me how fast Rodney gets up there and swings at something. You don't think that he has a plan, but he's got the plan.
Yeah, he sees what he wants to do and he gets down and does
Yeah.
it.
They don't call him the Rocket for nothing.
Yeah, you get that nickname by osmosis there, right? That's your cut shot. He's going to play safer. He's cutting us in.
Watch that 6. You might have left him a shot. It's tough to see from this angle.
I believe the 3 does go. He might have to throw it in a little bit. And
Can you avoid the 5?
yeah, that's the problem. If he might be able to draw a pass, draw through the 5, because he's going to clip it a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's a small window between
Yeah,
the
it
6 and the 9. That's it.
That's exactly what you called.
You know, Tommy Jr. kind of brings up a good point here as far as mentally. Tommy Jr. just sends in a text to the booth. He says, I wonder what's going through Dennis and Rodney's head. I know they aren't looking past their match, but the storm that awaits them, as in Jason Shaw, must be in the back of their mind a little. Tommy Jr. And it's true, I guess. But right now, I think they're focused on this match, and they're taking one step at a time.
Well, I'm sure Rodney wants another shot at Jason. You know,
Sure.
he didn't show up for that match. And it wasn't due to any fault of his.
No, I mean, the only thing he did was show up.
Yeah.
You know, and rack. It's hard to shoot from the chair. I mean, that Jason, he gets on a roll. He's a freight train.
This is tricky for him because he has the angle going away from the 7. It's going to leave him an angle. He may have to go around a little bit for this.
Might be able to cinch it.
No, he's
I
going
was
to cinch
thinking
the 6,
cinch,
but to get
yeah.
on the 7 to the 8, he may have to go around.
3 rails around, the short rails.
Yeah, you said 3 rails. Yep, that's probably either that or he's going to go back and forth. Only problem with back and forth is there's just 2 big side pockets. There you go. 3 rails. Come up a little short, maybe. Nope. Nice speed at the table. Expect the same here.
Yeah, same shot. Back and forth. The side pockets, like you said, are real huge here, and
He's
the
okay.
speed of this table is fast.
He's okay.
Once again, Mike Howerton says they seem to play around these side pockets. You just can't
Yeah.
get any closer to the lip there.
You think he did that on purpose so he could see the whole ball?
4-2, Rodney Morris now over Dennis Hatch.
Not
We're
that
racing
close.
tonight. That's too close for comfort, huh?
Generally want to go to the rail and away from the side pocket to find that side pocket, not back and forth into those big pools. They are big from that angle, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the wing ball, the 6 didn't drop. It got kicked all over the place, but the 4 ball found the side pocket, and Rodney has a shot on the 1.
Ooh, look at that, too.
Kind of ugly.
Shoot the carom down there?
I don't know if the 2 past the 5 or not.
Yeah, that's a good shot, Mike. I like that. If he can get right pretty much where he... I don't know. Not from there you can't. He might have to come down where the 9 is. Yep, right where he is there.
Just don't overrun.
This is tough.
If he tries to get too straight on it, he could wind up behind a 9.
Boy, yeah, he really left himself.
Yeah, he's a little deep now.
Rodney himself calls the referee over to watch the hit.
Now, what's going to be interesting here is if he makes the carom, where does the 2 go?
I think it double kisses the cue. Yep.
Couldn't ask for much more than that.
That worked out well. Clean
7,
living.
yeah, 7's close enough to the pocket that he can get on the 8 pretty easily. Wow, surprised he played it that way.
Yeah, that was a little risky. Watch the juice on this, folks. No, he was able to go past that 9. That was something else. And he flicked at it. 2 seconds he looked at it and just...
Yeah, just automatically knew the shot.
Yeah, there was only about that much of the rail available.
Fast
at that
and loose.
angle.
It's the way to keep yourself loose, you know? Fast and loose. And that's been him all his life. Why change now? If I'm going to go out, I'm going out the way I want to go out.
He doesn't want to be on the rail.
Should be okay.
He's all right, yeah. Does he have to bump the 9?
Yeah, bump into it, push it towards the pocket a little bit, maybe.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Rodney Morris now at 5, and Dennis Hatch at 2. That fast, we're going into already rack number 8. We're a half hour into this match.
Al, do you have any idea how many times Dennis has played this tournament without winning it?
It's been a while. I know he wants this title bad, and like
Yeah.
everybody else, you know, he is a local favorite when he lived in Buffalo and nobody forgot him. So there's a lot of fans here that are standing behind Dennis. But I don't know if he played in all of them or not.
Well, and he's won so many Josh Tour stops. You know, this
Oh,
is...
Josh Tour stops, yeah.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is he's won so many of the regular tour stops and not won
Not this one. This is a nice shot. Watch your stroke on this, folks. Rodney's going to come back about 4 feet here with a draw stroke. It just shows you you don't need too much power to bring that cue ball back. You just need a nice follow through. was looking at the 3. I don't believe it goes.
Yeah, 3 to the 4 is going to be, sure, well,
What do
maybe
you
a
think?
half a pocket.
Half a pocket? And getting from the 3 to the 4 with the half a pocket's not fun.
That 4 ball for you guys at home is on the right long rail, just below the side pocket.
He doesn't give us an opportunity to think too much, that's for sure.
Well, if he makes the 3, I think he's out. Just like that. And just like when Jason played Rodney, there's nothing Dennis can do. He's not doing anything wrong.
I'd like to commend Rodney on his dress attire. Going old school with a white shirt and a vest. I like it.
Absolutely. Presentation is everything, and I think this is the way the game should be presented. Beautiful. Dennis all in black also. Let's mention that. He's representing the game nice also.
I think
6-2, Rodney Morris, folks.
I think anybody that wears a vest is cool.
I think so too, including my man sitting in the booth. There he is. He's got a vest on. See that? Loves it.
Well, Dennis is starting to see things slipping away. He's not out of this, but Rodney's got him down on the ground with his foot on his throat.
Yeah, sitting in the seat thinking,
You can't give up on him, like you said. You know, the format is win or break, so it depends who gets out of the gate first. Right now, who has the reins is Rodney Morris. Dennis can only hope for a mistake, hope for a scratch, hope to break, something to get him out of that chair.
Well, and Dennis is perfectly capable of stringing together 3 or 4 racks here.
This is the mistake that you dread when you get out of your chair. You get up there and you don't have anything. You've been sitting there a while. Whether he has a carom or a combination from here is risky.
nice safe.
Yeah, I like that.
Stick him right
But
back.
he looks like he might hit the 7 here.
Stick him right in back here.
That's a
Nice
nice
shot.
shot. I like that.
Well, he
You owe
just-
me a Coke.
You just hope it doesn't go towards the corner there. Well, Ronnie will be
Oh,
able
there's
to
a
hit this.
window. Yeah, he can kick to that
He's
window.
going to make that.
And how brutal is it that you sit in the chair for 2 or 3 racks and finally he breaks dry and you've got that?
Yeah. And you leave this, and he might
Right.
wind up kicking it in.
I mean, it was a beautiful safety, and yeah.
Yeah, and position on the 2 is not so hard. If he does tap this one, the 2 is right there on that side of the table.
Made it anyway.
Or that'll even make you more sick. Whereas Dennis says, oh my God.
And bank the 2 across.
Oh, you play this or no safe? I think you play safe. Yeah.
Good shot.
Yeah.
Keep the heat on your opponent. Tell him, here, you got another opportunity.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
You wanted to get to the table, there's your table.
Yeah, I think he can get to the long rail on the left side.
side?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got to spin it a little bit.
The thing is, you got to double think this because you don't only want to hit it, you want to get some kind of distance and some safety off the hit. So you got to think about it a couple of times. You can't just get up there and swing at it because you might not get another shot. You know, Rodney has 6 now.
Real nice shot. And just to hit it was a good shot. I know these guys just don't want to hit balls, but
Well, and I think he was intentionally kicking behind the ball. You see him make that shot so often where they kick behind the ball and leave length of the table.
Yeah,
This was certainly not what he had in mind.
just not hit hard enough because he had a jack up kind of masse spin around there.
uh-oh. We might have a flyer here.
I don't think the 4 goes. Oh, yeah. I don't think the 3 goes there either.
3 goes to the left, and the 9's going to head towards that pocket. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it does go.
It does go. Wow. Nice shot. Like I said, Rodney doesn't give us much time to think and make choices of what we think's going to happen. He just gets up there. Pow.
This is, even what's left here, this is no walk in the park.
It's like a draw, up and down draw, right? Got to make sure you get a nice angle on the 5. Makes it a lot easier. And that 7's blocking him out a little bit, so watch some juice. A little 7-foot stroke shot.
This is going to be a pretty shot.
Uh-oh.
He didn't get,
Mike, you owe me 2 Cokes.
he didn't get enough draw on that.
That's all right. He's got to play safe. If you get aggressive and bank it, you could wind up giving up 2 or 3 racks.
I was watching Rodney before he was practicing.
Cue ball on the 9, not to cut you short, and the 6 ball by the 8, not in front of the side pocket. He should be able to get a safety out of this. Go ahead, Troy.
He put this up 2 or 3 times. He cut it in.
He's trying it.
Believe it or not, he's going for it. Overcut it. And that could cost you 2 or 3 racks and put Dennis right back in this game. Taking a chance like that, I just don't see it. Just don't see it. I know he wanted to stay in control of the table, but it's a little too risky.
Yeah, that sure was.
Well, and I think the mindset there was if you make the 6 and get out, the match is over. I mean, you've got that kind of a lead, and you've made a statement with making that ball. I mean, you're up by 4 racks. It was a shot to finish off the match. It just
didn't work out.
Backfired on him, yeah. And we'll see what Dennis is able to do with his break. I mean, getting out was a no-brainer. We knew he was going to do that.
Right.
Well, Dennis Hatch answers back after Rodney Morris missed the 6 ball. Puts a beat up, and now it's 6-3. We're going to 9. The loser of this match will take 3rd place, and the winner of this match will go on to face the Storm. Jason Shores, Tommy Jr. puts it. The Storm.
Al, what percentage of Jason's top game have we seen so far?
I think he's all out. He's full bore. I think we've seen his game. Do I think he has room to improve and see more of him? Yeah, I think everybody does.
Oh no. Okay, he's not going to. Did he break try?
He broke try.
Wow. He has struggled a bit with his break today. I've watched him scratch in the corner a couple of times.
Nice save by Rodney. Dennis is going to try and kick this 1 ball over to the side rail. At least won't have a pocket to go to.
Yeah, you really don't want to flirt that close to the cushion, though. You know what I mean? It's very easy to double hit this ball. Unless you got a steep angle, you're going to go into this cushion.
And I realized someone mentioned Cosmo in the chat room. If he doesn't hit this 1 ball, it's a Cosmo for Rodney.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way. There's not a ball on the rail.
Yeah. 3 to the 4 to the 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I might be able to get out 1 out of 3 times.
You got it. Get up there. Hold it, Dennis. Dennis, don't take that.
He's going long rail. He's going to flatten this out. Watch
2
this shot.
rails.
Oh, I went black. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong camera.
What was the movie that happened with years ago? When
it happened
during
here.
A football game.
Don't you remember it happened here? When the
No.
whole, well, you might have been sleeping. It was in the afternoon. The entire place went out. We were in the black. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
At this tournament?
Yeah.
Nice.
This tournament. And it was during play. Everybody just stood still. They didn't know what to do. Well, since then, the casino got the That big generator that's out there, automatically it'll kick on, and this event room will stay lit. You wouldn't even know that there was a blackout.
You're looking at the 3 off the 4?
Off the 4, yeah.
And where does the 4 go? I don't know if he's looking at the 3 off the 4.
He might be able to squeeze a 3 right to the side here. I don't know. We'll see.
I like it off the 4.
That's what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Enough speed, he'll play it right in the corner.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he got himself. He might have a peek at this for down the corner.
I think he was trying to hit that 8 ball, but... Well, on one hand, Dennis has got 3 trips to the table this rack. On the other hand, he hasn't had anything to do with any of them.
Going to the rail every time, right?
Yeah.
I think Rodney got a little fortunate on that.
So far. Gonna hit this. You want to hit the top of the ball to keep the cue ball in separation here. You just don't want to hit the ball.
We saw Jason spearing this shot in during practice over and over. Apparently Rodney was not watching him.
Some difficult shots. Jason just makes them look too easy. He spears those in right between the jaws, never touched the rail.
Got a little lucky there. That didn't stay up for the side. So Dennis doesn't really have a good shot. He might be playing safe here.
And what are the odds that Rodney's going to miss twice in the same rack and not leave you a shot?
Yeah. It's good practice missing, knowing how to miss.
Dennis really wants to draw this cue ball back behind the 9 for a safety, but it's too risky because the 5 ball speed, in other words, bank the 5 up behind the 6 ball and get the cue ball behind the 9, but the distance between the 9 and the 4 is, I think it's going to cause a problem where the 4 is going to come back out.
Runaway cue, too.
He did it.
He left the shot.
See how far the 4 comes down?
And Rodney's going to play him a lot more lockup safety than that.
I think he's going to try and put him behind the 6 there. Put the, there we go. Watch the side. Right behind the 6.
One rail, he'll hit it, but... Oh,
And scratch.
don't do that.
Nope. No, it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Can Rodney reach this, even being lefty? Let's see. Yep, I guess so. Like, no problem. Looking at it as a righty, I'm like, there's no way I can reach this.
The size of you could reach just about any shot on the table.
No, not that one. That one's rough.
We're about to be 7-2 here.
Yeah, after Rodney missed that last 6 ball, he's on the 6th now. And he's not about to turn the table over again to Dennis. He's just going to start running balls and maintain control. That was an interesting rack, though. It did go back and forth a couple of times.
Yeah, that was an opportunity, but unfortunate for Dennis where he didn't. 3 kicks and one fortunate roll by Rodney.
Well, he shot that safety a little bit too hard, and Al had talked about how difficult that safety was. I think there was a different safety there.
Yeah, putting the 6 over by the 7-8 and bringing the cue ball around.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
There wasn't really a wall of balls, but there were obstacles there that he could have used.
Rodney's going to step up and check the rack. He noticed something right away.
I've been spending most of my time watching the beads over the tables all week, Has there been as much rack controversy this time?
No. In fact, this is, I think, the first time. And the only reason being is the table is really not racking. I think the table's not letting the balls fall into place.
Boy, I did notice when Mora played Shaw was just making that wing ball every single time. He would one stroke the break, make that wing ball like it was
I think
wired.
he made
he
it
was making
7 out of 9, I think it counted.
That bottom left-hand corner was pretty good for him. Rodney says, it's good enough. Watch the 8 in bottom left-hand corner. Not even close, come up short. But the 5 ball found the side pocket on the right side, or was that the 4?
I think he's hooked. He can just see he can see the edge. You think he goes for the carom?
I think he can see the whole 1 ball.
Oh.
It's tight. It's not going to be easy to make this and get onto the 2, that's for sure. Wow.
I'm not even sure he one-stroked that.
Bite my tongue.
Yeah, right? It was like a half a stroke and fire.
His hand wasn't even down on the table, and it was halfway through his stroke. Maybe that gives you a little more room if you don't have room. Like
Yeah. I always heard if you hit it real hard, the cue ball gets thinner. Gets right through that.
Kind of egg shape, huh? You hit it at warp speed.
Well, I see 8-2 coming up in our future here real quick.
I tell you what, no matter what happens in this set here, both of these gentlemen really had a good showing out of a strong 128-man field. That take a 3rd place finish isn't that bad.
No. I think you make a little profit doing that.
Well, the Rocket maintains his lead and expands a little bit more, and as Mike Howerton said, is now on the hill looking down at Dennis.
I tell you, the guys you got to feel for are Amar and John Mora. I mean, they both come into the day undefeated, thinking, final 8, I can start thinking about how I can win this tournament now. You know, I might need a roll or 2, and they're both on the rail now.
That time the wing ball went in. Yeah, they shot real well, the both of them.
What do you do here for a save? Use the 5, just bank it into, like try and make it into the side?
And
I think he's using the 2.
He is. He's going to try to crawl up behind the 2 right-handed.
He could have got a lot better on that.
He got him hooked.
Yeah, if he would have frozen him, he would have had him pretty good. Nice speed.
Oh, don't do that.
Watch the cue ball.
He's good. Not even close. He left a piece too, didn't he? He can't.
Yeah, he left him the edge.
That's something else. The way sometimes it just goes that way, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I can't do nothing right here. This guy's just torturing me.
How do you hit that one?
That's good speed. Dennis going.
And you didn't see him thinking about anything like that. You know what I mean? He had the plan. You don't see him measuring up this, that. You just think he's taking a swipe at the ball.
Real nice hit there.
Yeah.
And Dennis got to roll.
You know, you see so many of even the top players. They've got to go around and look at the other angle and where do I have to hit it and what angle. Rodney just, and it's not just Rodney. You know, Earl does the same thing.
Yeah.
Roger Griffiths used to do it. Mike Siegel used to do it.
I think Rodney's looking at the 3-9 here, trying to duck. Yeah,
distance.
several players do it, yeah.
And it really, it's a great reminder of how easy this game can be. at that level. Not sure what that was. Although I'm pretty sure I know what it is now. I think it's Dennis's last shot.
Lights out. Start hearing that lady warming up in the background.
Yeah.
Got a few balls on the table to clear, though.
How do you hit that?
Well, to get around those two balls in the corner there, at 4 and 7, he hit it pretty good, I'd say.
I say he just draws his back.
Yeah.
You can drag draw this. Oh, he can't reach it. I can shoot this for you, Rodney.
Well, he's pretty good right-handed.
Is he? Yeah.
Well, you just seen him play a safe right-handed. Show us the other shot. Oh, he's all right.
Oh,
He came a little far. He didn't stroke that as much as you would have expected.
yeah, he was reaching out. He left half of his stroke. Lost half of his stroke with that stretch, you know.
But he knows the path around those two balls, so maybe he can take the same path. Yes, he can. Don't
like
jack the 8.
Like a driveway there. You got a
Yeah.
cul-de-sac.
Rodney Lane.
I tell you, he's got the 4.
I don't know if he does or not. He doesn't look happy with it.
I know, but it looks like he does.
He can just jump this too.
He's going to take a look.
He can jump this with his cue. He can just jack up a little bit.
Yeah. And
It's
he's going to have to. I don't think he can spin it. Spinning, it's not going to get him on the 5.
There he goes. He's jacking up a little bit. Well, he's jacking up more than a little bit.
Beautiful shot.
Not on the 8 again.
Beautiful
Nope.
shot.
That's going to be it.
I say he makes that 5, and that will
Beautiful shot.
pretty much wrap it up. A nice little angle on a 7.
I expect Dennis to get up when Rodney gets on the 8.
You think? I don't think so. Maybe now.
He did.
Yep.
Dennis Hatch shaking Rodney Morris's hand as Rodney Morris defeats Dennis Hatch by a score of 9-3. Mike Howerton in the booth, my right-hand man, NJ pool player. Want to thank these two gentlemen. And how about a hand for Dennis Hatch?
And Dennis has got, I mean, certainly Dennis is disappointed in that finish, but it's not like he did a whole lot wrong.
No. Rodney played very well. A lot of nice safeties. His break was working really well.
And that's what Rodney's going to have to do if he's going to beat Jason.
He's got to win the leg.
Yeah, and he knows it.
Yeah. Spend an hour practicing the lag.
There they go, folks. We'll be back for the finals. See you in about an hour. 7 o'clock. Jason Shore, Rodney Morris, 1 race to 13 for the championship. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Al. It's a pleasure, mate.